All right, good morning, traders. Today is August 13th, 2024. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody out there in digital land that subscribes to my YouTube channel and is a member of the Facebook group. My SPY pivot this morning, 530.72. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. All of the Fab Five remain in downtrends. SPY, QQQ, and FNGU made higher highs and higher lows, closing over bullish crosses, but underneath their 17 EMAs. SPY closed with a 2-hour uptrend and a 10-minute uptrend. Diamond Dow closed with an inside day, inside a bearish trap, under the 17 EMA. IWM made a lower high and a lower low, closing below the bearish trap under the 17 EMA. Gold still in an uptrend, made a higher high and a higher low, closing over a bullish trap and over the 17 EMA. Silver in a downtrend, made a higher high and a higher low, closing over a bearish trap but under the falling 17 EMA. UNG still in a downtrend, made a higher high and a higher low, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. UNG kind of fighting off that downtrend kind of fiercely, I guess. USO starts a brand new uptrend, made a higher high and a higher low, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. US dollar index still in a downtrend, closed near the 103.08 area. Let's go take a look at some charts. Good morning, Thomas and Stefan. All right, here's SPY. Let's pull this one up. This is yesterday's candle, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish cross under the 17 EMA. QQQ and FNGU, I think, did the same thing. All right, for SPY on the 2-hour chart, we are in an uptrend still. All right, SPY got a 2-hour uptrend. On the 10-minute chart, we closed at the very last minute after being in a downtrend for almost 4 hours. At the very last minute, we closed with a 10-minute uptrend there. So let's take a look at QQQ and FNGU. Diamond down. Let's just take a see QQQ on the daily chart. You can see same thing going on. Higher low, higher high, closing over bullish cross underneath the falling 17 EMA. QQQ still in a downtrend. SPY still in a downtrend. FNGU, same deal here. Higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish, over a bearish trap. All right, didn't quite get the cross yet. Underneath the falling 17 EMA. FNGU still in a downtrend. All right, let's take a look at IWM, Russell 2000. Lower high, lower low, closing under bearish trap, under 17 EMA there. So IWM still downtrend. Diamond Dow, inside day, higher low, lower high, closing inside the bearish trap under the 17 EMA. There's Diamond Dow. Let's take a look at our technicals. T2122, we got knocked out of the seller's chop zone and made lower highs and lower lows, and we wound up just chopping around inside the sell zone all day yesterday on T2123. Red from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, nothing but profit taking and selling. On T2123 3-bar, we got 3 more red candle bars added to this bull flag right through here. And they're starting to break that rubber band candle. They're kind of melting through it. I got to say that. FNGU, yesterday's price action. A lot of sideways action in this little mini bull flag. A lot of red, little red, a lot of green, little red, a little bit more green, red, green, and then just flat right there. Okay, good news. They did exactly what I was looking for. All right, I was looking for them to consolidate over this falling 200 SMA. All right, so now I want to see maybe another day of consolidation and a breakout over this downtrend line right there. See that downtrend line? looking for a breakout over that downtrend line. Hey, congratulations to all of you that bought the FNGU on Tuesday when I had on a webinar on Tuesday night. I was talking about FNGU at rock bottom prices down here with a 50% discount. So congrats to all that bought it. I still think it has more upside. I still think it comes back up here eventually and challenges these highs sometime this year, especially when they start announcing rate cuts. We'll see what happens. All right, let's go back to the charts. Let's take a look at USO, because USO started a brand new uptrend. All right, so there's USO taking out this high right here. See that bearish engulfing? Well, USO took out the high there. That puts it in an uptrend because it made a higher high. Price action for USO, higher high, higher low, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Nice work on USO. UNG has been in a downtrend, but they're trying to fight it off. If they can happen to break up over this high right here, so it's 1519, they could also be in an uptrend. All right, looks like they're fighting it off. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6 days in a row, moving up with higher highs each day almost. So there's UNG, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA. UNG fighting off the downtrend. So we'll see what happens with that. Let's take a look at precious metals. SLV still in a downtrend. SLV, yesterday's price action, higher low, higher high, closing over, almost looks like a bullish cross, but it's still a bearish trap. All right, so SLV closing over the bearish trap, but underneath the falling 17 EMA. SLV still in a downtrend. GLD is in an uptrend, taking out this high right here. It was never in a downtrend over here anyway, so GLD taking out the high. Really nice work for GLD, making a higher low and a higher high. So got to take out this high right here. I think they can do it. Yesterday's price action, higher low, higher high, closing over bullish trap over the 17 EMA. GLD still in an uptrend. Let's go look at a few of our other sectors. All right. We'll start off with first sector, SMH. SMH is still in a downtrend till it takes out that high. Okay. Trying to fight it off, just like QQQ, FNGU, and SPY. Trying to fight it off, but until it takes out that high, still in a downtrend. XLK, that's our technology sector. Again, till it takes out this high, still in a downtrend. Got a higher low, higher high, trying to fight off that downtrend. XLK, honestly got a little extended here on XLK. SMH, same deal. All right, let's take a look at XLI. Here's our industrials. Till we take out this high, we are in a downtrend. Price action inside day there for XLI. Still in a downtrend on XLI. XRT, it's our retail sector. In a downtrend, took out this low. So we're in a downtrend. XRT, price action outside day. Higher high, lower low, closing under a bearish trap, under the 17 EMA. XRT, still in a downtrend. Let's take a look at let's take a look at XLF first. Let's take a look at XLF. Wow, what a recovery. XLF right here for price action. XLF is in a downtrend. They took out this low. They took out this low. So until they take out this high, they'll be in a downtrend. Price action for XLF. Higher low, higher high, closing over a bearish trap, but under the 17 EMA. XLF still in a downtrend. IYT, transports, making lower highs and lower lows. They're in a downtrend. Transports, yesterday's price action. Is that the right one? Yep. Lower high, lower low, closing under bearish trap, under falling 17 EMA. Transport still in a downtrend. A lot of sectors still in a downtrend. I mean, I don't know if we got a sector that's in an uptrend. You know, we got semiconductors in a downtrend. We got technology in a downtrend. Industrials in a downtrend. Retail is in a downtrend. Transports are in a downtrend. Financials are in a downtrend. Like to see these things turn around. I don't know what it's going to take. Maybe it's going to take some economic data. Let's go take a look at the economic data, see what we got coming up. All right, so here's our chart. Let me just go flip on this one, see if we can get it started. Yeah, we got it today. All right, economic calendar. Yesterday, really light day. What do we got here? Economic journal. Okay, they're trying to sell me stuff. All right, PPI final demand, 8:30 today. And NFIB small business, I can't see. Optimism index came out at 6 this morning. Doesn't look like a market mover. We got a Fed speaker coming on at 1:15, but it's not Mr. Powell. Main event this week. Main event this week. CPI 8:30 tomorrow morning before the market opens. So you'll probably want to be hedged tonight before close for CPI tomorrow at 8:30. Got a petroleum report at 10:30 like we do almost every Wednesday. Thursday, we got a natural gas report at 10:30 like we do almost every Thursday. Thursday, we got a lot of economic data coming out, okay, but nothing will move the markets like CPI will. Jobless claims, 8:30. Retail sales, 8:30 on Thursday. Philly Fed Manufacturing Index, 8:30. Empire State Manufacturing Index, 8:30. Import-export prices, 8:30. Got a Fed speaker, but it's not Mr. Powell. Industrial production, 9:15. Business inventories, 10. Housing market index, 10. All right? Got a whole lot of data coming out on Thursday, but nothing will be as powerful as the CPI. On Friday, we got housing starts and permits at 8:30, consumer sentiment at 10, and a rig count at 1 o'clock. And then Goolsby's going to speak. I think he speaks every Friday. So Goolsby's going to speak. It's not Mr. Powell, but I think Friday's his day. All right, let's take a look at Max Payne. Max Payne for today, 533. Put the call ratio, 1.5 puts for every call, and this is measuring the puts and calls that expire today. So we'll see how we are there. I think we're already at 533. Well, we're up around 535 now, I think. But I think we just left 533 last night. All right, U.S. dollar index. All right, so dollar in a downtrend. Love it. All right, because dollar makes our goods cheaper. Dollar makes our products and services more competitive around the globe, because when you convert their currency to our currency in order to pay us for our goods and services, when we have a cheap dollar, it doesn't cost them as much of their currency to purchase our goods and services. So there you go. So we got the dollar in a downtrend. That's very good for business, but we are getting a sharp pullback. So I do see further upside later today. All right, I'm looking for a target today on SPY. Just want to say it, all right? I'm looking for the all-time high anchored VWAP, which I think is up around 538 or 539. So stick a anchored VWAP up at the all-time high and see where it floats down to, all right? I think it comes down to about 538. We'll take a look at it before I leave here. All right, so there's a U.S. dollar index. You can see we closed yesterday right around 103.09, 08, right there. Okay. Nice thing is they're not ripping all the way back up to the top of this red candle. They're kind of broke down and they're kind of lingering down here below the midpoint. So I like that, okay? I'd rather see it down here lingering, but I think they got a little overextended too fast. So lingering here, I'll take it. As long as they're not doing a bullish reversal, I think that's great. Earnings calendar, not much on the agenda for earnings calendar. Home Depot's going to report this morning, 342 billion, all right? NU Holdings, 59 billion. Again, more familiar names, but nothing like Home Depot. Home Depot's probably not even going to move the market. Probably make an impact on the home builder sector, but all in all, nothing's going to really top CPI, which is coming out tomorrow. I don't believe so. Anyways, Cisco, 183 billion. They're going to report tomorrow night. UPS, about 100 billion. They're going to report tomorrow morning. Thursday, what do we got? 552 billion for Walmart. Walmart's going to have an impact on the retail sector. Okay, they're going to report Thursday morning. Remember, CPI comes out Wednesday morning, so 24 hours later. Walmart's going to report. We got Alibaba's going to report Thursday night. And that's about 196 billion. Applied Materials, 159 billion. They're going to report Thursday night, along with Alibaba. Then we got John Deere, JD.com. Again, some more familiar names. Nothing that's going to move the markets right there. Friday, what do we got? I think Friday's a really light day. Friday, again, familiar names. Nothing that's going to move the markets. Monday, Palo Alto is going to report after the close, 107 billion. Again, more familiar names, but nothing that's going to move the markets here. So the big ones are Thursday, right here, and that's going to be Walmart. And then today, which is Home Depot. Wednesday, we got CPI. All right, so there's our economic calendar. Let's go take a look at SPY, see where that all-time high floats down to. All right, SPY, and let's take our anchored VWAP, plant that sucker at the top, see what we come up with. So all-time high anchored VWAP comes out to be right about 538.83. Right there, okay? It's about 539. All right, so I think that's a target today. All right, hopefully they get up on top of it and hold the higher ground. I don't know if they can do that, but I hope they get up on top of it and hold the higher ground going into CPI. All right, so that's what I'm looking for. If they don't get up on top of it or get to it today, I think first thing when CPI comes out, they'll definitely spike it, and they may go down and then come back to it. So we'll see what happens. There's SPY. Again, CPI comes out tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning. You're going to want to be fully hedged. So let's take a look at one other thing. So I've got the pivot. Let's talk about the pivot. Let me get this up here. Hold on. Where's the pivot? 538. Let's put it right in place. About 530.50, right about there. Okay, you can see they held a line right through here yesterday. So this 532 would probably make a better pivot. See how many times they came down to it yesterday? This 532 would make a better pivot. Breaking below that, I think we're coming down. But that would make a much better pivot. This 531.90 right there. All right. So above that, I'm a bull. Below that, I'm a bear. So I like 531.90 better than I like 530.59 or whatever I had there. All right. So, and you can see here's the all-time high anchored VWAP, not too far away in the pre-market. You know what I like about the pre-market? We're not making any lower lows. We do have an open gap right here that could be filled, and that's right through right through there. So kind of bouncing off of that. I think we wound up maybe even filling that today. We'll see. All right, the 10-day ATR is still 1158, still quite high. And you can see we've got a point here and the all-time high anchored VWAP. I think this definitely becomes a target today. This low right here. So whatever that low is, looks like 359.65. So I think if we start to fill gap, I think we're really coming to 359.65, 359.50. And if we still got a lot of time left, I wouldn't doubt it if they go ahead and just fill gap later today. We'll see what they want to do. All right, so there's SPY. So I'm going to take questions in the room. All right, and if there's no questions, I'll go ahead and render the video. All right, so thank you. And I will be back on in about 50 minutes. 50 minutes, I'm coming back.